Yeah, just really excited to head to Fayetteville this weekend, and we've got 7 opportunities on the women's side and 7 opportunities on the men, and so I'm really hopeful that we have a chance to score a lot of points and to represent the Red Raiders well.
What would make you happy? Top 10 finish, top 5? What's potential with the skills that this team has on both sides?
Yeah, great question. I think if we are really on fire, both men and women, that we can be top 5, both of them. I think we're ranked 7th and 8th, so top 10. I'm going to be happy if we're top 10. I'm going to be ecstatic if we're top 5. So I think that would be our goal.
Let's break down best women's opportunity to score, because you got a chance for some kids in the 8th there.
Yeah, and you said it, Don. When you go to this meet, the times we've won the national championship, you've got to have 2 or 3 winners almost, or at least top 2. And I think Timmy gives us our best chance, and Ruta probably in the triple jump and high jump. And then we've got Tamia right behind her in the triple jump. We've got a 5th in the hurdles, and we've got another 5th in the high jump. That scenario puts us at 30 points or more. And nearly always, you're about to be a trophy team, you got to almost be around 30 points. And I think, then we've got some other kids that are 11th and right there, close success and grace. But we're going to have to be on fire to do that. I do think, though, that a couple of those kids have been there and done it a lot, and there's 3 of them that have been, 2nd, 1st, and 1st. So they know what it takes.
On the men's side, Malachi Snow has to be.
Yeah, we're back to a Terrence kind of, Malachi, if he's on fire, well, then that's going to be really helpful if he can score big in the 60 and the 60 hurdles. Jonathan Saramise has been, really tough all year long and has led the NCAA. If you did that alone, then, you've got a chance to be a trophy team. But I think some of the other kids, Antoine in the hurdles, he's been there before too. He has a chance, I think, to be an All-American and to get in the hunt. The pole vault's crazy. You know how that is. We've got Sean in at the last minute, so that's going to give us an opportunity. And then, in the 200, I think Cam Neal, he's got a chance to really show that he can get in a final. And, though if we do really well in those areas, then we got a chance. And if we don't, and just have 2 or 3 of them do it, well, then that's where we're going to wind up being the top 10 team.
What's the characteristics of the track and the runway in Fayetteville?
Yeah, very different than ours. We did go there this year. It's elevated runways. The kids have been on it the first time. I don't think they love it as much as they love it here, but they realize that everybody's got to compete on the same runway, and that's going to be a little different. But if you handle it well, it's a great place to jump.
Now, you have a lot of triple jumpers and high jumpers. What's kind of your overall thoughts about just the triple jump and high jump program these past few years?
Yeah, we've got some veterans in that group, and they've been here, and we've been always trying to develop that area, and then it's just been a really good area for us, and especially, I'd say, in the women's side. And so it's just good to see. Ruta's been here a while, and so to let her finish out her indoors, she doesn't have an outdoors. And coming back from surgery 1 year ago today is just remarkable. So I'm just really happy for her, and hopefully she can end this thing on a good note.
And then who's the coach for the jumping group?
Coach Hurston. He coaches all the high jump, long jump, triple jump. And then Coach Slagle coaches the pole vault.
2 athletes who were named to the Boardman watch list last week. What does that all mean for them?
Yeah, Malachi's been really good all year, and there's not many people that run the 60 and the 60 hurdles. And so if he can finish this off, he's going to be one of the things. And Timmy also, in the high jump, those kids have been national champions and had an opportunity to represent Texas Tech well. And I would love for both of them to finish the year out and to be in the Bowerman.
How does this team compare to ones in the past? Another Big 12 championship, but you don't have as well a shot.
Yeah, maybe depth is what you're referring to. We're taking 6 and 7 people on both sides, and that's kind of the lowest we've taken in a long time. But this meet's about quality, and if you've got the right 5 or 6 or 7 there, then you can really do some damage, because everybody's so good at this meet. I would have liked to have gotten the relays there, and that would have given us a lot more depth. Bet we run faster than we've run ever in the history at 3:09, and the men didn't make it. This is the toughest NCAA meet to make because they only take 16 people. And but I'm just, we got what we got. We're going to go and get after it, and hopefully our top people can do really well, and that's going to keep us in the hunt.